All right, so before you guys are getting settled, we're going to do some emails. Yishkoyach for everybody, to everybody, for coming. Yishkoyach to everybody for joining in the Simcha, coming yesterday to the Shalom Zohar. Yishkoyach for participating in the fruit platters. Really appreciate it. There's not a single piece of fruit left at the end of the night, I could assure you. We have a very chashve guest tonight, all the way from the 5 towns, my mechutin, Rabbi Yitzi Jacobs. What's the name of the law office? Stewart. Yishkoyach. Yishkoyach to my son-in-law for coming all the way from Yerushalayim. Unbelievable. All right, so we have... and we have a Joey Levy. He's back. What? Joey Levy. All the way from Flatbush. He just came with a taxi from Yerushalayim. Yishkoyach to Joey. How many days already in a row? He's been here more than a lot of you guys that live here in RBS. All right. Start off with one email here. It's, hello, Eli. I wanted to reach out to you and thank you for your zikuy harabim that you do. I travel extensively for work and don't always have yishuv adas to properly learn as one normally would. The 8-minute review is an invaluable tool to help review and retain what you learn. The video share is also a great way to learn on the go and provides a better in-depth experience than a simple recording without graphics and visual aids. Participants have sent in photos of them using the 8-minute daf on their travels, so please find the attached photos, which I'm sure you'll find familiar. This guy is from Yerushalayim, Yehuda Goldman. So what does he send me? He sends me a picture of Midwest Conference Center. This is the place I used to do catering. I started this place, did about 100 chasanas a year. Here is Daf Chavav in Midwest Conference Center. Now in Midwest Conference Center, we have this thing here. It has the art scroll and shots and everything. So he says, not every wedding hall has svarim out for use. Perhaps they could put it in a screen too. You've recently addressed some of the criticism as a result of the Ami interviews. To be honest, when I read the original article, to me they were big mechayev. As a result, I've made sure to ensure there's a part of every day that is dedicated to Limud Torah. Being busy and having a business to run is never an excuse. Chazak, chazak, v'nis chazek. Yehuda Goldman, Yerushalayim. Very nice. Now we have a picture, 2 pictures. I thought it was a big coincidence. They both came in on Shabbos, over Shabbos. One is from Ari Rosenstein, a guy from the Shir. He's in Miami. No, this is Beverly Hills. Doing the daf in Beverly Hills. I tried getting the pool guy in the back, here, this guy right over here, to join, but he wasn't interested. So here's one. Look at this one from Shlomi Gorstein. It's almost the same thing, no? This guy is in Miami on winter break. It's Good Shabbos and Mazel Tov from Orlando, Florida. Winter break, Orlando, Florida. Yishmak, huh? See? It's mamish. From pool to pool. All right, and now, with that being said, Rabbi Isai, the art scroll finishes, I think, today? Tomorrow. So look out for the new volumes of the art scroll. Is there any room for new people that are coming in? Yeah, there's more chairs over here. Come up over here. Volume B in the art scroll. If you have a Mesifta, you're still good to go for a few more days. All right. Zok Eli Gemara. A good Woch. We're holding Daf Chav Chesam Beis by the Gemara, right after the Mishnah. Chav Ches, today's Chav Tes. We're going to try to catch up. We fell behind a little bit because of this guy. It's his fault. He decided to have a baby on Tuesday. Kids, things got messed up. But now, we're back. We're going to get back on. And this coming Tuesday might be an issue. We'll have to figure that one out also. Hani Shmoneh Esrei connected me. Why do we daven Shmoneh Esrei? Why not 15 brachas? Omer Rabbi Hillel Bereder Rabbi Shmuel ben Achmeini connected Shmoneh Esrei Askarish Omer David Bahavu L'Hashem B'nei Elim. Okay. It corresponds to the 18 in Hovel Hashem Neil. Rav Yosef Omar Keneged Shmoneh Esrei Askori Shebekriya Shema. So what's interesting is that in Havu Lashem B'nei Elim, there are Yud Kei Vav Keis, 18 Yud Kei Vav Keis. So it's very important. Kriya Shema doesn't have 18 Yud Kei Vav Keis. It has, I counted it up, because I didn't trust what it said here, but it does add up to 18. Everybody all right? Right. In Kriya Shema, there's Shem Hashem's, but also Malkeinu and Elokim. So if you add all those up, you have, what is that? Oy vey vey. Don't sit on that one. That's a terrible chair. Give him a real chair. Be'ezras Hashem. We're looking for a sponsor for chairs. The bill. No, seriously. I got this. I ordered chairs. They said it was $10,000, and the guy says, no, but the one that you want, because the different color is $20,000. It's like, So now it's on hold. We're gonna have to use keter chairs. We'll have to double up. We never do less than double keter chairs. A keter chair you have to have at least 2. Keter is that plastic is right here, like this guy right over here. Need 2 of those. Higher, not this. We had too many of those accidents. All right. Anyway, so you hear in Kriya Shema, there's 18 mentions of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but not in the same form as Havu Lashem B'nei Elim. Otherwise, everybody would jump to Kriya Shema. Why not? There's 18 Kriya Shema. But there's not 18 of Yud Kei Vav Kei. Amar Reb Tam Chama Reb Yeshua ben Levi, Keneged Shmoneh Esrei Chulyo Shebashidra, corresponds with the 18 vertebrae in one spine. Where's Dr. Epstein? Here, look at him. He's counting. How many are there?
7 plus 12 plus 5.
There's more than 18. So they discussed it. I knew you were going to start. I knew it. Where's the other doctor? He's not here tonight? The tall guy. What's his name? Oh, another doctor. Dr. Factor is looking around. Okay, so we have okay. So ayin and what they say. It's hard to understand. There's not a clear pshat to that. I just wanted to. I was gonna just continue weiter, but I see him counting on his fingers. I knew I'm in trouble. All right. When a person bends in Shmoneh Esrei, Gary. When a person bends in Shmoneh Esrei, he has to bend at Shispakiku kol chulyo shebashidro. When you have to notice they have to pop out. The vertebrae have to pop out from your spine. So it's not enough to go like this. Yotzei zayin. You have to really bend. Ula amar kadei sheyireh isor keneged liboy. This doesn't apply to me, but Rashi says that when you bend over, there's 2 folds of skin, and in between them you can put a little coin. Go figure that out. Maybe when I was younger it was like that. Rabbi Chanina Amar Kivin Shiniano Roisho Yishuv Nitzorach. You just have to go like this, a little bit with your head. Now, Amar Rava, V'hu D'Mitzar Nafshei U'Mechzik Iman Dechara. Talking about an older person who can't bend, somebody like that has tsar when he bends, so it's enough for him to bend his head, to just move his head a little bit. But us, we have to do the whole thing. Ask the Gemara. This is everybody's wondering from the beginning of Berachos. What's going on? Hanatam Esrei, you're telling me that it's Shmoneh Esrei. That's what we call it, Shmoneh Esrei. Sha'esrei Avion. If you count the Berachos, it's 19. Omer Reb Levi Birkas Haminim biyavne tiknuo. V'lam al shinim came much later on. So that's why we call it Shmoneh Esrei, because up until that point it was only 18. Keneged mi tiknuo, Omer Reb Levi, Reb Hilberei, Reb Shmuel, Ben Achmeni, Keneged Keila Kovid Hirim. If we already have a capital Tehillim that only has 18, so how can we stick in the 19th? We have another source. Eila Kovid Hirim. L'Rav Yosef Keneged Echad Shebekriya Shema. And if you say there's 18 in Kriya Shema, there's only 18 Askaros of Hashem, so how do you stick in the 19th? How does that fit in? You have to use the Echad. And if your shita was that there's 18 vertebrae, how many were you missing, Dr. Epstein?
Well, extra. Not even including the sacrum. 7 plus 12 plus 5. That's 24.
So it's way too much.
Wait till next time.
That's 24 in the tinus. Okay. So it's not enough.
Right, that's why you-
Chul yoktana shebashidra. Some say this is referring to the luz. So you have 19. Tonar Rabbanan. Shimon apoy koili. What?
I can understand it. Then we could name Hashem and Shema.
Oh, what's the connection to the shidra? I don't know. Because you're bending. There's a lot of bending going on. I don't know. Because Hakadosh Baruch Hu did gave us a gift. You know, by the way, it all goes back to the safari. So on the safari, they said that a giraffe also has the same amount of vertebrae, even though his neck is that long. He has the same amount of vertebrae as a human being. That's what they said. I don't know if that guy that drives the jeep knows, but that's what he said. Shimon apoikoili. What does poikoili mean? Says Rashi. Look at the last word on the page. Cotton. Rashi says he used to deal with cotton. So Memela, that's why his name was Hapoikoili. Shimon apoikoili. His dear Shmoneh Esrei Berachos lefnei Reb Shimon lefnei Reb Gamliel asay b'Yavna. He put it back the way it was supposed to be. First, Ashik Haggadah did, and then I guess there was some sort of, it got out of order, whatever it was. He put it back the way it's supposed to be. We need to do something about these Minim that are a big problem in Klal Yisrael. We have to make a bracha. Who's right to make one? Omat Shmuel HaKatan v'tikna. Shmuel HaKatan was a big tzaddik.
You have Minim in your Gemara?
Yeah, mine says Minim. Oh, yeah, so right. So you guys have tzdukim. That's just the censorship. Later on, they put in because of the Minim. So they put Minim is the real thing. Minim is Christian. Yeah. So they took that out. But the real word is supposed to be Minim. My Gemara does not even have. It's funny. It doesn't even have like a little number or anything to talk about it. So you have to say that the pshat is Shmuel HaKatan. They only said it in those days during Chazar Hashatz. Otherwise, everybody would know this bracha by heart. So they said it during Chazar Hashatz. Not a whole lot of people were paying attention. And Memela, or they said it every so often. You have to understand pshat. How did they forget it? They forgot it. And he tried to recall the bracha that he himself authored. He tried to recall it for 2 to 3 hours. Says the Rambam, lav dafka. It's a little bit of an exaggeration, because imagine standing in shul for 3 hours. A half a minute makes everybody nervous if you go a little bit over, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's 3 hours. Guys, Dam Shmoneh, he's standing here trying to recall. So says the Rambam, it's an exaggeration. V'lo hello. Hello means you go down to the teva. You read the teva. Right? When you're down for the Amid, you have to go down. Like the Gemara said here, now you go down. So they didn't schlep him out of there and kick him out. Hello is a lotion of sending him home. If a person makes a mistake in all the brachas, he forgets to say a bracha, it doesn't show that he's a bad guy, he just forgot. So you don't remove him. But if a person makes a mistake, and he doesn't say he's on his way to becoming a min, whatever min means, we're not going to say because we're alive, and we're concerned that perhaps he's one of these guys, he's going off the derech, and he purposely doesn't want to say v'lam so we have to remove him. So how come they didn't remove Shmuel HaKatan? Shmuel HaKatan, diu takna, he's the author. Doesn't make sense that he's gonna take it back. But maybe he's going off the derech. Omar Abaye, Gemiri. So we have a machlokes Abaye and Rava. Abaye says, Tova lo have a bisha. Somebody who's good doesn't become bad. V'lo yivaksiv ubeshuv tzaddik mitzitkosei. If a tzaddik does tshuva from what he is, the opposite of someone that's off the derech and does tshuva, he's ubeshuv tzaddik mitzitkosei v'asavel, and he does bad. So you see that he could go off the derech. It says the Gemara, "Hu Rosh mikorei, avad tzaddik mikorei loy." Yeah, if a person started out as a Rosh, he did tshuva, we're concerned that perhaps he'll go back to his original roots. But a tzaddik like Shmuel HaKatan doesn't go off the derech. It says in Avos, you should never believe in yourself until the day you die. 80 years he's the Kohen Gadol. So if not, it's Duki. Abaye, it doesn't say min by me. Over here it says Duki. Became Duki. What? Abaye, Yana Yochanan. Says Abaye, no. he was bad to begin with. He was Yanai. Yanai killed the Chachamim, and Yanai did tshuva. He became a Kohen Gadol for 80 years, and then he went back. L'sura, he became a Tzduki.
He was a descendant
That's.
of Nasher?
What am I don't know history. You guys have a shot.
I'm saying because Yosef reigned for 80 years.
Yeah.
That's why his descendants had also for 80 years.
He was a Kohen.
They changed that.
He was one to
What?
descendant of the Hashanah. He was a direct
Is direct.
descendant of Hashanah.
Okay. Zog the Gemara. Omar Abaye. Okay. Rava Omar. Yanai lechud ve'echon lechud. Rava holds no. They're two separate people. In other words, Yochanan wasn't a Rasha. He was a tzaddik from beginning. Yanai Rosh Mikara, ve'Yochanan tzaddik Mikara. Hanicha la Abaye el Rava kashya. So then, what is Rava going to do? How do we explain the sugya? Why don't we remove Shmuel, etc. Amalach Rava tzaddik Mikari nami dilma hadarbe. So says Rava, no, I'm a chulik. It's possible for a tzaddik to go back and become a rasha, and therefore it's possible for Yochanan Kohen Gadol to become a rasha, even though he started his life as a tzaddik and everything was great for 80 years, comes a rasha. So then going back to our kasha. So if it's possible for a tzaddik to go bad, so why didn't they remove Shmuel, who was a tzaddik? He could also go back. Shani Shmuel hakoton da'atchil ba. So it's different, says the Gemara. If he started V'la Malshinim, what does that prove? That he believes in the bracha of V'la Malshinim. If he was a min, he would never start it. From the fact that he started, he just got confused. We're not going to remove him. But somebody that skips it completely, that proves that he's a min. If you're a real min, a real believer in whatever you believe in, then you're not even going to say the first few words of V'la Malshinim. Right? Because the way they started those minim, it was really a Jewish kind of religion. They were all Jews, and they had to say Shmoneh Esrei, they had to do the thing, but with their minhagim, Rayim. Dom Rabbi Dom Rab, V'teima Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, Lo yishanu el shaloi hitchil ba, hitchil ba goimra. All right? Once you start the bracha, we don't remove you, you finish. Zok the Gemara, Hani Sheva de Shabbato keneged mi. Why do we have 7 on Shabbos? Omer Rav Chalafta ben Shol keneged shiva koilos shoma dover alamayim. So the Tosfos Rosh explains here that these 7 koilos are referring to Matan Torah, and Matan Torah was given on Shabbos. So Memela, that's why in Shabbos we have 7 brachos and Shmoneh Esrei. We have 3 in the beginning, 3 at the end, like every Shmoneh Esrei, and 1 that is Maskir Shabbos. Hanetesha the Rosh Hashanah keneged mi. I think this is, I have to find it. Okay, we'll talk about it later. The Pnei Yeshua. Hanetesha the Rosh Hashanah keneged mi. Why is there 9 in Rosh Hashanah? Omer Rabbi Yitzchak de min kartignin keneged teisha skori shomru Chana betfilasa. Chana said 9 askarois. And memela, those 9 askarois are what we do on Rosh Hashanah. Now, why Rosh Hashanah? What does that have to do with anything? Damamar Rosh Hashanah nifked asara Rachel v'Chana. On Rosh Hashanah, right? This is the famous, I think it's Rabbi Yisrael Salanter. It says if somebody has a cold. What day is it today? February 2nd or something? First. If somebody has a cold on February 1st, he didn't get a cold on February 1st. He got a cold on Rosh Hashanah. What are you looking at me like I'm crazy? Because that's when the Gzar Din was. No, he's still looking at me. He's confused. Akash Baruch Hu, when did Akash Baruch Hu say Chana should get pregnant? The day she got pregnant? On Rosh Hashanah. Chana, Rachel, and Sarah, they didn't get pregnant on Rosh Hashanah. They were nifkad on Rosh Hashanah. Akash Baruch Hu said that, they could have children, that's it. It's better or no? Shall I repeat? Still, he's contemplating it. All right. Huh? I didn't hear the joke. What was the joke?
You want a diagram?
He wants a diagram. Somebody was saying that in the new room they don't have. It's not the same warmth as the old room. It's true. So we appreciate it, Yosef. You keep on going. We got a little humor, a little You got to turn around, look around. What?
Everybody's lifted on Rosh Hashanah.
That's right. So you're saying, but somebody that's in Akara, right here. It's a good shaila, very good shaila.
She's saying that anything that happens during the year was dictated to happen on Rosh Hashanah. That's what yes or no?
L'chayra, no.
Today, because of Rosh Hashanah, you were that was
So what do you believe? Only death and only parnasa and
I'm not
l'chayra.
clarify what you're saying.
I hear. Okay, I might be wrong. It's a good kasha. They're asking why only Chana. Some say that she davened. This is the Tephillah she davened on Rosh Hashanah, and Kosh Baruch Hu listened to that Tephillah. But okay. Rosh Hashanah nifkedo sar rochav v'chana. Hani esrim va'arba de taniso keneged mi. On a tainus we have a Shmoneh Esrei plus 6 different brachas, 6 extra brachas. Omer Rebbe keneged esrim va'arba rinonois she'amar shloimo b'shas shichnes ar lebeis kodesh hakadoshim. He said 24 rinonos. I don't know how you say rinonos in English. Like a song, and he said expressions. Okay, fine. It's not really expressions. It's more like a song, praises. But basically, what Shlomo HaMelech said, that people are going to come to the Beis Hamikdash. There's going to be tachnunim. There's going to be tefillos. There's going to be bakashis. All sorts of things. All these things, because Baruch should listen. There's going to be rinonos. So, corresponding to those 24, that's why we do 24 brachas on a tainus. So how come we don't say 24 every day? It was a really bad day because the gates were closed. You couldn't get the Aron in. So it was a day of rachamim. So too on the tainus tzibur, it's a day of rachamim. So we use the same amount of brachas. My main Shmoneh Esrei, Rava Amar main kol bracha. So what does this mean, main kol bracha? So a lot of Rishonim learn main kol bracha means that you say Rifoeinu Hashem b'nei Rafei Baruch Atah Hashem Rei v'chol Amo Yisrael Atah Choyne Olam Das Baruch Hashem Choyne Adas. In other words, you skip the whole middle, but you say the beginning and the end. And other Rishonim, and this made me very excited because when I was Yeshiva Bach, I used to do this a lot. Baruch Hashem Choyne Adas Baruch Hashem Rei v'chol Amo Yisrael Baruch Hashem Shemei Tephillah Baruch Hashem. Not me, my friends. So there's some Rishonim that say that's me'ain. You just say the bracha at the end. You don't even say the beginning. Okay. Zog the Gemara. Ushmul Omar Havinenu. Havinenu Hashem Malkeinu L'das Rochecha. So here we have this printed out. Can't find this anywhere else but in this shir. It's Geshmaka stuff. I don't know if you could see it. If we had a screen. What? No. You're not looking what we have here. I'm going to explain to you. To have Avivenu, we have Avivenu. I have this thing next to it, how it corresponds to what we have. I'm explaining. So first we'll put it on, Gershon, put it on the WhatsApp, please. Here, we have, look at that, the tech guy's up there with the new camera. That's the $2,000 camera. But we're using the iPhone meanwhile. And that's where they sit. That's where they do the audio and the video, and it's more complex than it looks. It's worldwide. I have to know how to what?
Remember, all sheets can be found on the app.
It's half the price, but that's only a camera. This has a lot of stuff also. It has YouTube. It has everything. That's just the camera. What? Now you have to speak to somebody. Somebody touched the thermostat without permission. It's set on a specific thing. Nobody should please nobody touch it. Even if you're cold for a second, please don't go into the kitchen and touch it. So
all sheets can be found on the app.
All sheets can be found in the app. And what?
8-minute Daf app.
But maybe not this particular one. Anyways, fine. What it says here is as follows. There's 3 brachas in the beginning. And there's 3 brachas at the end. That everybody agrees that you have to do. Ritzei, Moedim, and Sim Shalom. Havinenu is basically a kitzer without any of the brachas, without any of the words that even that we have in our Shmoneh Esrei. It just resembles what we have in Shmoneh Esrei. So, Haveinenu Hashem Elokeinu das rochecha equals choinen hadas. Umoiles levavenu lirasecha is hashivenu. V'sislach lanu is slach lanu. Liyos guulim, those two words. Liyos guulim is re'eva anyenu. V'rachakenu mimachayvenu equals rifoenu. V'ashnenu b'nois artzecha equals baruch aleinu. U'nefutzenu ma'arba tekabetz is tekabe shoifar. V'hatoyim al daitcha yishaftu is hashiva sheftenu. V'al rishoyim tonef yodecha is v'lamashinim. V'yismechu tzadikim, a whole bracha in two words, without Baruch Hashem nothing. Is al tzadikim. B'vinyan yirecha v'sikon eichalecha is Yerushalayim Yircha. Tzviras keren David avdecha v'richs nevin shem shichecha, that's very long, es semach David. Terem nikro ato tanel, and here goes the bracha. Baruch ato Hashem, shemei Tephillah, that shmak leinu. That is the 13 in the middle. Because we have, what? No. Huge difference, I just said.
18 brachas or 7 brachas?
He's saying 18 brachas according to Rav. He says, Ato choinen, Baruch ato Hashem choinen adas. No, he doesn't say anything. He says these words. V'sislach lanu, and he moves on. He doesn't say, Baruch ato Hashem chanar mar b'lisloyach. He doesn't say anything. These are the words. This is the whole Avivenu. There's no words. The only bracha is all the way at the end. Baruch ato Hashem shemei Tephillah. That's it. Ushmo lo Avivenu. Now let's see it inside.
First 3 and the last 3.
Huh?
First 3 and the last 3 missed out. Why?
The first thing, you have to say the whole thing. That everybody says. Gimel Rishonis you say, and the last 3 you say. There's no kitzur on that one. You see what we did here? We just inserted, I just explained what each of these lines is. Otherwise, it's a big mushmash. That's the one I remember, is Rifainu. That's Baruch Aleinu. Fatten us. Gather us from all convisars, from all sides of the world. Rashi, 2 pshatim, but the pshat that those who do averis, they should be nishpat. Val Rishoyim tonav yodecha, that's V'lam Alshinim, that's the extra one. Val Rishoyim tonav yodecha. V'yismechu tzadikim bevinyan yirecha v'sikon eichalecha uvetzmichas keren leDavid avdecha ba'arichas nelev v'yishem mishichecha. Terem Nika, you don't remember? I brought this Haveinenu from the book, the soldiers from in England. In the first, what was it? The First World War. Where's Links? He's not here. Second World War. Fine. Baruch atah Hashem shemei Tephillah. Says the Gemara. Layit alo Abaye. Abaye would curse. Aman de matzla Avivenu. We had in the Mishnah, if you're supposed to say, if that's the pshat, one of the According to Rabbi Yeshua, you're supposed to say Haveinenu. According to Rabbi Yeshua, it's Haveinenu. And Abaye would curse whoever said Haveinenu. Sorry, my beautiful Mitsubishi system is a shtickle out of whack. Not out of whack. It's not his fault. It's just on a higher thing. Be'ezer Hashem, we're shutting down the thermostat because we know that people like to tamper with it. So it's going to be only on the phone and whatever. But for now, please. So I saw a very interesting Bir halacha. The Bir halacha says today, nowadays, you never say Avivenu, even in a situation of danger. Why? Never say it. He says very interesting. He says, why do you say Avivenu? Because you're concerned that you're not going to have kavana with the Shmoneh Esrei. So you say a shorter one. You say Avivenu. He says you're not going to have kavana anyways in Avivenu. So you might as well not have kavana in the longer Shmoneh Esrei, because maybe in Shmoneh Esrei you'll be mechaven a little bit more. You'll have more brachas that you'll be mechaven to. That's what he says. So bizmanenu, you never say, what happened? You were there a second ago. This is like a game. What? Oh. Shoo. I thought we were in a different day. I didn't know what happened there.
Only because of that, because if he doesn't have enough time, let's say he's just before Shkia, doesn't have time to say the Shmoneh, or he doesn't have time because he's running away from.
No, you say the full Shmoneh Esrei if you're right before Shkia, because you have all the way.
He's running away from danger, then he may only have time.
The Shabbat says you don't do it. Finished. Chavetz Chaim says Shalom. Amar Rav Nachman Amar Shmuel. Kol hashonu kulam mispalel Avivenu.
Is that halacha ma'aseh? That is?
That's how we pass. Bir halacha passings, and nowadays you don't do it.
Israeli army, they don't think having it?
I don't know. I don't think. I hope they. Halavai, they should say just 7. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
All right, Nachman Shmuel. Kol hashonu kulam mispalel Avivenu. Oh, you're talking about Nacha Haredi. What are you saying? 10 minutes. Kol hashonu kulam mispalel Avivenu. Chutz memotzei Shabbos and memotzei Yom Tovim. So Shmuel says no. You say Avivenu every day. You could say it any day. Besides Motzei Shabbos, we're going to see. You could say it every day. Besides Motzei Shabbos and Yom Tov. Besides in the winter. Besides, because you're going to see there's a lot of restrictions here. Chutz memotzei Shabbos and Motzei Yom Tov. Why? Mipnei shetzarich le'mavdol b'choinen adas. In atochoinen we say atochoinen tanu. Hopefully, so you can't say it in Avivenu. Maskevelo Rabbi Shmuel, why not? Let him just say Avivenu, stick in here, right over here, before Choinen Adas, right on top. It should say Atochoinen Tanu. The fourth bracha, instead of it being Choinen Adas, should mention a little bit of Atochoinen Tanu. So the Gemara, what? What's my?
If you forget to say Atochoinen Tanu, you don't repeat Shmoneh.
So, but you know, lechatchila you should put it in. Why forget it completely? Lechatchila you should put it in. If you forget, you forget. We're gonna see what happens if you forget. But they should have been misaken Avivenu with Atochoinen Tanu. Zok the Gemara, Maskevelo Rabbi Shmuel, v'neimra brocha reviz b'mnei atzma miloitnan. We learned Rabbi Kiva Omer brocha reviz b'mnei atzma. It's machloikis. We're gonna learn later on in the Masechta. Rabbi Kiva holds that Avivenu is Atochoinen Tanu is its own bracha. That's the fourth bracha of Shmoneh Esrei, and the fourth bracha becomes the fifth bracha, etc. Rabbi Elazar Omer Boida, you put it in by Ritzei, like where we put in Yal v'Yava, you stick in Atochoinen Tanu. Adu kol hashonu kula mi avdin ki Rabbi Kiva dashenami neved. Why are you all of a sudden saying that it should be in these places where we don't pass like Rabbi Kiva anyways? Why not? There's no reason to add another bracha. We're not going to add another bracha. So at least, if you're not going to make it its own bracha in Avivenu, stick it into the line. Avivenu Hashem Elokeinu Ha'madav B'Kodesh L'Chol. Kashyo. Okay. So, like we said, from a kasha start finish, they say in Yiddish, you don't die from a kasha. So most Rishonim learned that it's not ma'akiv and halacha, this kasha. So you do say Avivenu. You could say Avivenu, even though you don't say it. Even though there's no Atochoinen Tanu, you could say Avivenu. Some Rishonim learn like that. You could say Avivenu on Motzei Shabbos. Omer Abibi bar Abaye. Kol hashonu kulam mispal odom Avivenu, chutz mi moisak shamim. Can't say it the entire winter. You have to say the same time about the Vracha, and it doesn't work. That's what I said. That's my and plus, and you can't say it Motzei Shabbos. It's even more than that. Shh, Gary. Gary, we're gonna have to close that whole system up with a glass because it's disturbing over here. Omer Rabbi Kol hashonu go mispal odom Avivenu chutz mi moisak shomim v'nei shetzorach lo mashel v'brigzas shonim. Maskiv lo mar zutro v'nichlel lo michlal v'dashnenu v'noi zatzecha v'sein talam motor. Just stick in 3 words. What's the problem? Also, the problem is, and we see this throughout the sugi. We had this a few times. We'll have it more. There's a concept of tirda. If you add something that you're not used to, you constantly. They didn't have sidurim then. It was usher to write it down. They had to do everything balpeh. So if you add a couple of words, it can mix you up. Yihachi havdola b'choinen adas nami osi le'atrudei. What's the Gemara's kasha here? The what? Huh? No. What's the same kasha? What?
You're adding something. Why should you be confused there? Put Havdalah and Shmoneh Nadas in the beginning of Avivenu. That's why we don't do it. Mark shouldn't have finished off with a kasha.
Oh. That's the pshat here. Before, the Gemara asks, why don't we stick in Avivenu, Hashem, Elokeinu, Amav B'Kodesh L'Chol? Why don't you make one line here? Stick it into Avivenu. Not why do we say Atochen Antonu. Before, the Gemara asked, in here we should insert Atochen Antonu in 2 words. Just stick it in. So the Gemara says, Kashya. And I said, from a Kashya start finished. But the answer should be, you can't stick it in there because if you stick it in, it's going to confuse people. Osi Lemitrad. Why is it that by the same Talmud Motor, that's a tirda, but Atochen Antonu is not a tirda? What's the difference? So Gemara says something very, very interesting here. So the Gemara, Amri, Hosam Kivin da Asi B'Tchilas Slois Eloi Mitrid. We could all relate to this. Everybody wants to be Mechaven by Shmoneh Esrei, so we start off really, really strong. We know that we have to be Mechaven by the Shloisha Rishonos, we have to. So we try as hard as we can, at least the first word or two, and then all of a sudden we start thinking about, we have to be mamish makbid to be concentrating, and yesterday I wasn't, but kids, by the 4th word, but the first brachas you try really hard. And even at the chaynein, you're still in that mode of concentration. But guess what? By the same tal, the Gemara understands, by then you're lost completely. You're back in the safari, it's back here, it's there, the mechutin, the bris, who's coming in, v'chulu v'chulu. But up at the Chayne, the Gemara understands that you can still concentrate. It's not going to confuse you. Interesting. Amri, Hasam, Kivin da Asi B'Tchilas Sloisa Lemitrid. It's in the beginning of Shmoneh Esrei. You're still good. Hacha, Kivin da Asi B'Entzes Sloisa Mitrid. Now, on top of that, there's even a more interesting piece. Matzi Olar Ashi, V'Neim Rebbe Shomei Tephillah. What's the Gemara's kasha here? I don't understand. We should say it in Shomei Tephillah. Why? It's going to bring a tirda. So what's the answer? No, but the same words as extra tefillah in Chayin and Adas in the same Talmud Motor, it confuses me. But Shemei tefillah doesn't. No. Oh, so.
At the end, you don't need them.
Oh, you hear what the Mechutin says. By the way, this is a former Magid Shir, Daf Yomi, in Bavli and Yerushalmi. By the way, if you're listening in the 5 towns, we got to get this guy back on track. He's the guy. Yitzi Jacobs, he wants to say his shir. I'm telling you, he's telling me he doesn't, but I think he does. So he says, Mardik, he's saying that at the end of Shmoneh Esrei, you go back to that original concentration. Everybody knows. Gimel Rishonos, Gimel Achronos, right? Look, we don't mess around with the first 3 and the last 3. Why? Can't mess around with them. You have to be mechaven them. So if you're going back, 1 or 2 kashas, that's it. That's it, you're done. You're locked out for the rest of the shir. Week, no. If he comes in the morning, we'll give him a chance. So Memela, that's it. He goes back to his kavana, asks the Gemara, once he's going back to his kavana, he should be able to insert words. So the Gemara, if a person forgot to say Masha Baruch HaMorid HaGoshem, Machzir Moisoi. He has to repeat Shmoneh Esrei. She'elo bebirkas Hashanim. If you forgot, what did you say there? B'sein Talmud Motor. Shkoyach, somebody's paying attention here. Ei Machzir Moisoi. Why? Mepnei she'yochel ha'imra b'shemei Tephillah. Because you could say it by Shemei Tephillah. V'havdola b'choin and adas. Now, so remember, what does it say here? If you forget b'sein Talmud Motor, what's the halacha? Ei machzirim. Why? Because he could say it in Shemei Tephillah. Havdalah b'choin adas, ei machzirim. Luckily, you don't go back because that would be repeating Shmoneh Esrei every week. Ei machzirim, because he could say it al havdalah. So we go back. So if you make a mistake by havdalah in Shmoneh Esrei, you don't repeat Shmoneh Esrei because you could say it al hakois. And memela what? Ask the Gemara. So institute v'sein Talmud Motor by Shemei Tephillah. Because it says over here that She'elo b'birkas Hashanim, you don't go back because it's Shemei Tephillah. So put it in Shemei Tephillah. Says the Gemara, you don't institute something l'chatchila by Shemei Tephillah. If a person forgot something, he could say it again by Shemei Tephillah. But you don't say that's where it should be. I have a riddle. If you know the answer to the riddle, then let other people try to guess it. I love that guy that knows the answer and he pretends that he just figured it out. So, oh yeah, he just... How's it shaykh that a person eats, it could be it's a very famous riddle. How's it possible a person eats a kazayas of bread, and because he ate a kazayas of bread, he has to make 23 brachas? Anybody ever hear the riddle? Nobody. He heard the riddle. Who, you? Okay. 1 minute, that's it? Only 2 people. You want to answer? He doesn't want to answer. No, what's the answer?
I remember something like if you get
Not something like, I need an answer.
Shabbos, if you eat before if you forgot to say Tanu,
Avi knows it.
if you ate before Havdalah and you forgot to say Tanu, you have to repeat Shmoneh Esrei.
Right, very good. If a person forgets Atah Chanantanu, so he doesn't have to say it again. He doesn't have to repeat Shmoneh Esrei because he's going to say Havdalah. But if a person goes home and he eats food, so in Mela now he has to, before Havdalah, now he has to repeat Shmoneh Esrei because he did 2 bad things. 2 bad things. So that kezayis of him eating invokes the chiyuv of Shmoneh Esrei. He has to say 19 brachas Shmoneh Esrei plus Birkas Hamazon. It's 24. What? Fine, it's not a knas. He just doesn't have that heter of... No, it's not. Are you leaving tomorrow? Monday, okay. Zok the Gemara. Gufa, Omar Rebbe Tanchum, Omar Rebbe Asi. Ta, v'lehisker gvuris shomim b'tchias ha-meisim, machzir moisoi. If you forget Mashav Ruach, you go back. Sheila Berachos Hasharim b'sein tal matar, ein machzir moisoi. V'shiyachal oimro shemei Tephillah. V'avdo b'chon hadas, ein machzir moisoi. V'shiyachal oimro halakois. Meisvei. Who wrote that? Oh, you have it? You just popped it up? Wow. It's a knas because he did 2 wrong things. If I remember correctly, something about doing 2. Okay, so it is a knas. Meisvei. How'd you pull that up? Tov alei yisker gvur shami.
He was the guy that knew the riddle before you asked.
He knew it. Yeah. I'm not. He's the guy in charge of it, not me.
This is the guy.
It's not on him. Okay. Meisvei tov alei yisker gvur shami b'tchias ha-meisim machzir moisoi. Now, when do you go back, by the way? What's the halacha? When do you go back if you forgot Mashav Ruach? At what point? When you finish the Hakel HaKadosh. After Hakel HaKadosh, then you have to go to the beginning of Shmoneh Esrei. She'ela, listen to this. Here's the kasha. You hear what it says here? She'ela bebirkas hashanim, if you forget the Saint Talamatar, machzirin oisoi. A second ago we said, hey machzirin oisoi. No, Hakel HaKadosh. Pretty sure it's Hakel HaKadosh. Yeah? Prove it. And I told you, you're locked out anyway, but you have to prove it. Okay.
How long do you get on the monthly Shabbos, by the way?
Mace, what?
How long do we get on the monthly Shabbos?
How much time? Yeah. Unlimited, until we finish the daf. Mace, so, but it says Mefurish, Birkas Hashanah, Machzir Moisoi. V'avdol, b'choin hadas, e Machzir Moisoi, v'nesh yochel oim alakois. So what is it? Do you have to repeat Shmoneh Esrei if you forget the Saint Talmud, or you don't have to repeat Shmoneh Esrei? Like Asher. Ha b'yachid, ha b'tzibur. If it's b'tzibur, you don't repeat it. B'yichidus, you repeat it. B'tzibur, my time aloi. Mishum d'shama mishliach tzibur. So you're going to tell me the reason why you don't have to repeat Shmoneh Esrei is because you hear from the chazan. You hear from the chazan. So he's mighty you. Yihachi. So what's the connection to Shemei Tephillah? Why does the Gemara say the reason is because you can say in Shemei Tephillah? Nothing to do with Shemei Tephillah. It has to do with the chazan. You have to say that both be yichidus. If you recall it, you recall your mistake before Shemei Tephillah, you go back. In other words, if you forget until after Shemei Tephillah, then you have to repeat. Now, what happens if you remember before you finish Shmoneh Esrei? You didn't go back yet. You're holding by, let's say, Moedim, and you forgot the Saint Talmud. What do? Baruch Alein. Who said that? The 2 blonde guys. Okay, Gishmak. Baruch Aleinu. Zok the Gemara, Omer Reb Tanchum, Omer Rav Asi, Omer Rav Yeshua ben Levi. So now I have to be, you might be right then. If you know that halacha, you probably know the one before, Mamela, I'm stuck. We're holding on Amud Beis. Berachos, Daf Chavtes, Perek, Revi, Tfilas HaShachar, Amud Beis, top line. Omer Reb Tanchum, Omer Rav Asi, Omer Rav Yeshua ben Levi. Ta'av Eloi Hisker Shel Rosh Hashanah ba'avodah. What did I say? Oh, Rosh Chodesh. And it says in Mefurish, I even have Nekudas. It says, if you forgot to say, Yalavi Yavai, Arosh Chodesh. Ba'avodah, what's ba'avodah? In the middle of Ritzei, Chayzer la'avodah, you go back to the beginning of Ritzei. Nisker ba'avodah, you remember the middle of Moedim, Chayzer la'avodah, you go back to Ritzei. Bisim Shalom, Chayzer la'avodah. B'kitzer, you always get back to Ritzei. Vimsiyim, and if you forgot, if you did it complete, finish Shmoneh Esrei completely, Chayzer la'rosh. Now he has to say Shmoneh Esrei all over again. Omer HaPapa, you also only have two kashas. Omer HaPapa, Bereder Avacha Barado, Hoda Amor and Siyim Chayzer la'rosh. Lo Amor Nalashok Raglov. It's only if he already did Oisei Shalom. He took his steps backwards. You guys weren't here. Whoever wasn't here, I have to tell you this. Moridik halacha, that if you're on a donkey, saying Shmoneh Esrei, you have to make the donkey go backwards 3 steps. Oisei Shalom, says the Mishabura. Ma'aseh Shaya. Look it up. It's crazy halacha.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, very good that you brought it up. So as I was learning, I was thinking, what if you're on a plane? You have to go backwards. Now, I happen to be a pilot, and a Ma'aseh Shaya, I was once in a plane flying, and the winds were so strong, it's a true story, winds were so strong that I was able to lower the speed of the plane. It's a single engine plane, right a little bit above stalling speed. I forgot what the stalling, I haven't flown in like 8 years. Maybe like 52 knots an hour, something like that. I put on 52, but the wind was, I was going into the wind. The wind, let's say, was 57 knots. I was going backwards, literally backwards, 5 miles an hour backwards in a plane. If you look at the ground, I was going like this. But in reality, I was flying forwards, 52 knots a mile, because I was in a pocket of air. In the air, I was going. So I want to know if I have to do that. Like if I'm down Shmoneh Esrei in a plane, I have to put it in reverse, and then like move the plane this way. Kids say, okay, fine. If it's a good thing you brought it up. In a car, no, I don't know. It has to be 3 steps backwards. Maybe, because what's the whole point of going Oisei Shalom? You're backing up from the Ribono Shel Olam. So maybe in a car you would have to back yourself up. And in a plane also. It doesn't really work in a 747, it only works on a little Cessna. Fine, Zok the Gemara. Now let's talk about Chayzer la'avodah. So if you didn't finish Shmoneh Esrei, what's finish Shmoneh Esrei? You take your 3 steps back. Or, as we're going to see soon, it might not be the 3 steps as much as it is Yulu Ratzin. It doesn't say it in the Gemara, but once you say I'm done, I'm done. Chayzer la'avodah. Omar lei min halacha. Who told you this? Omar lei ma'bemori shmili, ma'bemori mirav. This is the halacha that came out of Rav. Omar nachma Yitzchak, choda amor no karagel chayzer l'roish, lo amor el sheinu rogel lo matachnunim achat tefillah. So like what we say today, Elikai, and so that's tachnunim after Shmoneh Esrei. Aval rogel lo matachnunim achat tefillah, chayzer la'avodah. In other words, it's all part of it. So in our days, we have until the end of Elikai Nitzar. But once you say Yulu Ratzon Imrifi, that's it. You lock yourself out. According to the Gaon, you don't say the first one because Elikai Nitzar is part of Shmoneh Esrei, so you say it afterwards. So, but once you say Elikai Nitzar, it's over. This that we said that if you didn't back up, you go back to Ritzei. Rabbi Eliezer Omer, Keva. My Keva. What does it mean you make your tefillah fixed? Omer Rabbi Yaakov Bar Idi, Omer Rabbi Yishaya, Kol Tefillah Sedoim Elav Kemasoy. If it's a burden. So when I was learning this, I was thinking to myself, I remember when I was a chassan, I'm sure most of you remember, all the married guys. So let's say today, especially today, they have a takanas. You can't speak to your kala for a chveis. How many days is it? A whole week. So imagine that week comes up, that week, and you call your kala. You say, oh, okay, I was yotzei. You put a check, or you're like looking forward to speak to your kala. Some of us, not some of us, when we daven, it's like, okay, check. I did Shabbos, fine. I'm done with that. Mincha. It should be not a burden. Like, I want to speak to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I want to be there. It's pretty good. If you were there, if you remember the chazan time, or if you have children that are in that kufa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That running to the phone, waiting by the phone for the kala to call, but not stam, I'm done. So where's the better minyan? I heard in the new building they daven in 40 minutes kind of thing. Fine. No, but over here it's unbelievable davening. So the Gemara, it is.
Tomorrow we're starting Avivenu.
This is the first minyan in the world that we say Avivenu instead of Shmoneh Esrei. We don't pass in like the Bir halacha. We pass in like Shmuel. What does it mean? A Keva? If he doesn't say it with like he's begging, then it's not the proper davening. Then his Tephillah is not tachnunim. You have to make it your own. You can't just repeat every word that it says in the siddur. You have to make it your own. If you're not mechadish anything, then it's keva. Then you're just trying to be yoitze. Yoitze, finished. Or Reb Zera, it's not true. I know how to be mechadish words. I'm Reb Zera. So going back to that same concept, that fear of getting mixed up. So in other words, he's arguing. He says that's not true. That can't be the pshat. It's asur, or it's not good according to Reb Zera, or for me at least it's not good. I'm sure there's other people that it's not good for them to add words. Memela, that can't be the pshat that you're making it Tephillah keva. Abaye and Rava, it's the best to daven when the sky is red. So in the morning that means netzachama. In the evening it means by shkia. That's when you should daven. And if you don't daven then, you're making it Tephillah keva. What does Yerucha mean? We went through it the other day, but I just looked it up again. Yerucha means to fear. You should fear. But I used to learn it like the Mesivta learns. I thought Yerucha was the lashon of you should be seen. You shall be seen. That's how I don't know why the Mesivta says it like that. I go with the art scroll. What? How does your Israeli art scroll say it? Huh? It's fear. And I know you say fear. I just looked it up today again. Yira'ucha. It should be fear. Okay. Anyways. Bilifnei yoreach doirim. And again, so this is just showing us the concept of mincha. Mincha is also when the sun goes down. Bilifnei yoreach, right before the moon. Zog the Gemara, like the Allah ben Marava, and Esrei, they would curse those that would daven right before Shkia. That's talking about referring to mincha only. Because at the last second you might have to do something and you'll forget to daven mincha. So part of, if anybody was at the Shalom Zachar, don't listen. I'm just going to say over the vart real quickly. It says here, what's Tephillah Ktsara? Parshas Ibur. My Parshas Ibur. It's an interesting loss, you know? Like a woman who's pregnant is mad. What, regular women are not mad? No, that was my kasha. It's like, why? Regular women, why is a pregnant woman more mad than a regular woman? So, real quickly, because a lot of you heard this. There weren't that many people then, it was already towards then. Akoponim, the Ben Yoyada says that the pshat is that I like the pshat, it's a beautiful pshat. It's a good Musar Haskell, that anything good, l'chayra, comes with aggravation, tsar and aggravation, as the Gemara says, that Eretz Yisrael nikne b'Yisurim, and Torah is nikne b'Yisurim, and what was the third one? Olam Haba is nikne b'Yisurim. The Mayor Jacobs, 1,000 views, ding, ding, ding. Anyways, good things come with tsar. And one of the good things that comes with tsar, the main good thing that we have in our life in Olam Hazeh is a child. Child, you have to go through pregnancy, 9 months, and the labor, and the delivery, and the whole thing, and then you have the child. But it comes with tsar. So, and that's everything good. You'll see in business and Torah getting up for the daf. It's always hard, but then a good thing comes out. So Mela, that's the pshat. We tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that just like a woman who has to go through the tsar and then a good thing comes out of it, so too, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mad at us, a good thing should come out of it. That's the word. Yeah? You're thinking about it. Okay. Two shilas. So Mamela, what? He doesn't. No, he doesn't give the share anymore. So Mamela, all your tzrachim, all your needs should be there. So it's a lashon. Evra is a lashon of being over and doing averus. Afal pikin, if you're not that good, HaKadosh Baruch Hu should still give you what you need. Tana Rabbanon. No, you don't have to leave because of that. Get back. Yeah, he's insulted. Okay, I'll answer your kasha. Get back. What kasha do you want? What? I know. I'm kidding. If I thought you were serious, I wouldn't say anything. So if you're going in the safari, it all goes back to the safari. If there's bad chayas, it's not talking about the chayas in America. It's talking about safari. Do the chayav and list them. Mispal tefillah k'tzara. Vezet tefillah k'tzara. B'lezer oimer asay ritzoincha b'shamayim mal. Should do your will. V'say nachas ruach liri echo mitachas. V'atoy beinecho asay. Very interesting lashon. Because really, and that's also a big shaila in tefillah. Why do we even daven? HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what we need. He knows that we shouldn't have this and we need that. So what are we trying to force his hand? Give us more parnasa. He knows how much parnasa we need. But anyways, you should do what you think is right. Listen to their... Wow. Where is he? Where's Rabbi Langer?
Right there. And granddaughter's getting married.
Rabbi Langer, you're leaving for 6 weeks. Where? Oh.
And going for Hashanah.
There's a lot of people are leaving. Avi's leaving for 6 weeks also, Mustama. Okay. I'm in the middle of a tefillah here. Do it quickly. Baruch atah Hashem shemei tefillah. Rabbi Elazar Rabbi Tzadik goymer shma tzaka samcha Yisrael v'asei meher bakoshasam. Baruch atah Hashem shemei tefillah. Acher moirim tzorchei amcha Yisrael merubim v'datam k'tzara. What does it mean? Klal Yisrael has a lot of needs, but they don't know how to ask for them. Yiratzim v'fanacha Hashem Elokeinu shetiten kol echad v'echad k'dei parnasasoi. This part I know is a Mordechai and David song. I don't know about the rest. And every body and body should have what it needs. Baruch atah Hashem shemei tefillah. Omer Avivenu halachic acherim, that this tefillah k'tzara is this lashon that we just said. What's the difference between tefillah k'tzara and we're going to see tomorrow? But tefillah k'tzara, if you're in a safari and you have to say tefillah k'tzara, when you come home, you have to say full Shmoneh Esrei. But if you're in a safari and you say Avivenu, when you come home, you don't say the full Shmoneh Esrei. Omer Eliyahu Rabbi Yehuda. Oh, Eliyahu Hanavi. It's Matzah Shabbos. It's an hour. No. Fine. 1 more minute. Rabbi Yehuda Achol Rav Salah Chasida. Loi tirtach v'loi techti. If you don't get upset, you don't get mad, you won't do averis. Loi tirvei v'loi techti. Don't get drunk. Don't be intoxicated. And you won't do averis. In other words, it's not a very good thing to drink too much. And we go on the way. You should ask Rishus in order to leave. What does it mean to ask Rishus? Listen to these words. Tell me if this is what we say. I'm stopping. Is this what we say?
Yes.
Everybody says yes. What? No, why not? Oh. We say Shetolicheinu, v'tatzideinu, v'tismecheini l'shalom, v'tatzileini mikav kol oyev v'derech, v'tishal baruch ma'aseh yodai, v'sitneini, it's all about me. V'sitneini l'chein l'chetz v'ach me'necho v'eini kol royai. What does it say in hey over here? Mistomer. No. Sorry. Baruch atah Hashem shomei tefillah. That was also a statement. Omar Abaye lo ilon lishat finish nafshei b'ad tzibura. Says Abaye, no, you should say shetolicheinu v'tatzideinu, not ni. That's what you're saying. No, I just have to joke. It's all Hasidish. It is new, but the writer of v'tatzidaini v'sismechaini v'tatzilaini. I hear. Very nice. Okay, that kind of aura you could say. I give you rishus. Hey Chaneima, Yiratzim Avnach Hashem Malkeinu, Shtelichenu l'Shalom. So you're asking a good kasha. How do Chassid differentiate between the Lushonos? I don't know. I always had the kasha when I learned the Chassid Shechadorim. Fine. Atkan, have a great week. Tomorrow, same time as tonight, 7:15 in the morning though.
Question is, why Daf